So this is the video for the servo motor for the Chapter 17 Allen Bradley Servo Motor Lab. And at the end of the website you can find the motion program that has been loaded into the processor. It's an L30 ERM processor, and we have a program that has been loaded into that. This is our servo motor that we have. We're online with the program, and I'll show you the controller right now. This is the controller. This is the PLC. This is the L30 ERM where the program resides. And then this is the cabling. This is the cabling going back to the computer, and then the other cable going to the controller, and then the servo motor setting here on the side of the controller. So we've got the servo motor being controlled by the controller, which is being given instructions from our program and the PLC. So we basically have this program sitting here, and we can toggle these bits on by right-clicking on these various bits. So we find that there's various instructions here that we've already been built, and one is a group reset, one is an axis on, axis off, jog forward, jog back. This would be a jog stop. This would be a move instruction, and this would be an absolute move. And the move type would be absolute because it's a zero putting right here. So if we wanted to move 720, we would toggle this bit and it would move 720 and then stop, unless we were at 720, and then it would not do that. This would be a motion stop. So if you're in the middle of this motion and you wanted to stop, you would execute this one. This is a reset for the group, and this is a homing instruction, motion axis homing for axis 2. So let's go up here, and first off we want to turn the axis on. Before that, we want to look at the axis and we want to see what it's doing. Right now it is on, so we want to definitely turn it off, and I evidently didn't turn it off when I was working before. So now I've got it, and it turns freely. You can see it turns freely. So when I first start up, it'll just spin. Now if I turn it on right here, now you can hear it, and it's tight. You can't move it. It's on. Okay. You always want to do a reset before you do anything else. Then turn that bit back off. And you also want to find a position for home. And if this is a good enough position for home, we come down here and we say this is our absolute home position. So we basically come down and do this. So we do that right here. Toggle bit. Toggle it back off. We've set the home position. Now we don't want to continually home it, but we want to set that position as home position. And up here we have various motions that we can do. And one of them is a jog forward. And once we want to start, we can do this, and then we turn it off, and we can stop it with this bit down here. So this would be the starting of the jog forward. This would be the stopping of the jog forward. So we're going to turn this bit on. We're going to watch it move. Toggle bit. Now it's jogging, and it's continuing to jog. I'm going to turn that bit off. It should stay jogging, and if I want to stop it, come down here and toggle that bit, and it should stop. And it does. So we turn that bit off, and it stays stopped. If I want to go in the reverse direction, I would do the motor axis jog. This one right here, this would be the jog in the reverse direction, jog backwards. Forward and backwards would be the two instructions for jogging. So these would be the instructions you would use for jogging. Now down here, you got to make sure these are turned off before you do any of these other ones. Now down here is a motion that would be in the forward direction. So if we had our home position, we don't know exactly where we were, but let's just say we don't know exactly where we are at this point in time, but let's just go back and let's home again and assume this would be our homing position. So let's do that. Come back here, set position. Turn it on, turn it off. So now this is our remembered home position. And the 720 would be to rotate twice from that position. So let's go through here and do that. 720 is 2 times 360, which is 1 revolution. Let's see what we do. It goes 1 revolution, 2 revolutions, hopefully stops. There it is. Now, if I were to turn this off and do this again, what would it do? It's already at 720, so it doesn't do anything. Let's turn it back off again. So it's at 720, it's not needing to go anywhere else. Now, if we did want to go someplace else, we could reset the home. We come down here, reestablish this is our home. If you want to do that, you can. Now, this is home, and if I do this instruction again, I move what? 720 again, which would be 2 revolutions. So you can see that home, an absolute move in a home is a very valuable tool to use. If you wanted to move relative, you would just change the move type here to a 1, and then that would not, your move would be relative from where you were to where you're going to go. And if you want to move 720, that would be 2 revolutions. Another 720 would be another 2 revolutions, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you can do that. Okay, so let's look for a minute at our HMI screen to give us an idea about that. And here we have it. It's a screen here that we can look at for a second. Let's get it up. Look at it. Let me get it captured here. So this is our other screen, if I can get it captured. And it shows the buttons on the system, and you can see them here. And this would be a typical HMI screen that you could use for running this application. So that gives you a starting point, and from that you can build an application that has both auto and manual, and for demonstration. Take care and have a good day.